I just couldn't even process what was happening at this moment. But this might be this might be the funniest thing in the show. I mean, we were robbed. We were robbed of an episode with this guy.
Hey guys, drink this space alcohol and come with me to the 6th dimension.
They're not here.
Oh, what?
I love that guy. We were robbed. We were robbed of content right there. Season 2, bring back the Time Child. This was his name was, right? Drink this space alcohol and come with me to the 5th dimension. Like this. That's amazing. Alright, welcome back to more Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared reactions. I know it's taking me a little while to get these done, but I know that from vague things I've heard, the final episode, which this isn't, this is episode 5, but like the final episode is a good one, but this one might also be a good one. And the one before this one, episode 4, was like one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Like it's been a very long time since I've watched something that like made me feel like my brain was melting, but in a good way. I'm loving this series so far. It's exactly what I wanted. I'll probably do some sort of like ranking of the season at the end, but I think right now, spoilers, I would still say I think episode 1 is my favorite. They're all like amazing, but if I had to put them in some sort of order, as of right now, with only 2 episodes left, I would say episode 1's still my favorite, just because it's so true to like the original style. You know, like it's a perfect mix of like adding more of a plot than usual, and then also doing the song and like the really jarring stuff, and just that ending moment of the old guy getting his arm stuck in the machine, and then the bird going to get the first aid kit, and then he opens the first aid kit, and the instant that kit opens, the song comes back, and the briefcase guy singing, like it was so perfectly jarring. It was amazing, and I don't really think anything else in the show so far has like hit me in the gut in that same way. But we'll find out what happens here. This show's been a ride, and it's been hilarious, and I can't wait to see what happens next. I believe this episode is about transportation. There's a lot that could happen here. So if you've already seen this episode, be sure to let me know your thoughts on it in the comments, and like this video so more people can find it, and subscribe to my channel to keep seeing more videos like this about web shows and about animation. Unrelated to the show, I'm recording this the day that the Mario movie trailer is coming out, and I'm going to do a reaction for that. And I don't know, it's going to be a crazy day watching this show followed by that. Perfect. I really didn't notice until episode 4 that the theme song has been changing every episode. So if I didn't notice that at all, if I'd watched this, I'd be very scared by this. Will the final episode even have a theme song?
Ooh, one dead fly.
Yeah, on the clipboard.
Everything's so bloody. Like, why does the fly have meat in it?
I have my own system. Don't get involved.
Hey.
Well, I say put the clipboard in the bin, because I hate the clipboard.
No.
What did you say?
I said I hate the clipboard, and I hate this place.
I thought that banging was like from another room. The way that sounded in my headphones was really weird.
I'd like to go somewhere else.
Huh?
No. What the?
What?
Hello.
Where do you want to go?
I love, like, it's episode 5, and they've already established that the characters recognize the formula.
Transport.
Oh.
I don't think so.
You think he was supposed to catch that, and then they just improv this because he missed it?
I don't know about that. I'm a train.
Ow!
Now, how about we take a trip?
Oh, what's
The
that?
sludge water, yep, of course. I guess it could be oil,
Lots of stuff.
like just actual oil.
Smells like poison.
You
Ooh,
take
animation.
a few steps with
He's a very bizarre character. He's kind of seems like a Amazing World of Gumball sort of thing. I love too. It was in the first episode. Like the filter they're using to do like this analog effect is really good.
for transport. Oh. Is that supposed to? Doesn't matter.
If you don't want it, I can have it.
What are you gonna do with a
That's
rock?
my business, private business.
Is he gonna kill somebody with that rock? We'll find out. Oh. Nope, he's dead.
Well, he's dead.
What? I was just sort of quoting the second episode there, but they quoted it for me.
I mean, how hard can it be? Here we go. Look. See?
Lesson number 40.
I love that everything is like a felt craft object. Like they could have used a real tape, but no, they went out of their way to make them to like match the style.
Turns around tight corners at high speed are a great way to impress new colleagues and intimidate
Where's lesson 1?
Oh, well.
anything at all except DJ bin bags with the I as a 1, the G as a 6, and S as a Z, because that's what I'm thinking about getting!
I just want to make it go.
Oh, it's useless. I told you. You shouldn't try and do something without a
is he so
little
mad?
thing telling you how to do it.
Come on.
Green is for go.
Huh?
This is how they get cars inside of malls. You know, like in a mall where they have a car in the middle of the like hallway for no reason. They just drive them through the walls.
Why is it so hard to look at? Stop it. Be still.
No, you're supposed to do that.
That's how I felt as a kid looking out the window, honestly.
I don't know, what about just down here?
I'm sorry, that place doesn't exist anymore.
What? Well, what happened to it?
Just shriveled up, I reckon.
Well, it's better than whatever we'd be doing at home, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see them in the mirror,
I
too.
suppose.
It's an interesting addition.
Hey guys, drink this space alcohol and come with me to the 6th dimension.
They're not here.
Oh, what?
Okay, so is that just never, like, that was just there? That's not gonna come back?
And I found this guy in the road.
What? No, get him out. Get him out!
Why did he honk at?
We're going fast.
He had no reason to do that.
Forward with such good company. And we're on our way to a brand new place. Just you and
I'm bored.
What? How are you bored?
Yeah.
We're just sitting here. It's like being back at home.
No.
but louder and smaller.
And quicker.
I mean, that's kind of true. That's how a car feels when you're a passenger.
Ooh, rock.
See, there you go.
I don't like my window. When I look out through it, it looks back in through me.
What the? Why was his hair down? Oh, I want to pause and read what all those say.
Hey, can you jab less hard?
No, you have to jab it hard or it won't respect your choices.
Ow, ow.
Axolotl nightmare.
You should have bought your own water. You're not having any of my water.
Grolton is the dog.
No, Grolton is the man and Hobbs
They're
is
still
the dog.
on about
Now stop
this?
talking. What's your own screen?
What the? Mouth toilet? I mean,
Raisins.
oh, it's very specific. Why was it hands? What the hell was that? Why are they still lit? Was the train guy smoking them?
They'd like to welcome you with a gift. What could it be?
I don't want to know. Okay.
Oh, it's a rat. Or some kind of worthless animal.
Yeah,
Careful.
worthless animal, yeah. What the?
Happening.
It's fine. It just needs some of its food.
That's how dreams feel, though.
Died on my window.
Grolton always makes his appointment, and no matter what happens, they start the next episode back at home.
Well, don't spoil it.
I'm not spoiling it.
What's going on? What? What the hell are you doing?
Look, it's that pathetic.
A cuss word? Hell? That's our first bad
Where
word.
are we? I think someone might have drunked it all.
Look, we'll make you some more. How hard can it be? What's in it?
They just forged far beneath the earth with the last remnants of the ancient ones.
What'd you say? Raisins? Yeah.
Again with the center of the earth lore.
Have some of my raisins too.
Ah, great. See? There we go. All better now. We're in a car.
The cigarette.
So front.
It's definitely not worth it.
Mouth toilet.
I want to go home.
No.
Watch the end of Rotten.
No. We're so close.
To what?
We can't go back. I'm not going back into that house.
Right.
No. They've reached the end of the universe.
Journeys made, lessons learned. journey always ends up back at home.
Moo, 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 says a cow.
Huh.
Goo, 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 says a baby.
What is
Choo,
this song?
choo, choo, says
How is
a
this?
train.
I mean, I guess it's about a train, but how is this song
Choo,
relevant?
choo, says a train. Choo, moo, moo, says a cow.
They're laughing.
Choo, choo, says the train.
Did they they needed a credit song last minute, and so they just made that up on the spot or something? All right, that was an interesting one. I think more so than any episode before this, the theory crackers will like this. I don't know what to think. I know that episode 6 of the web show and maybe the final episode of this series, it implies they're in some sort of simulation or something. They're I guess it just makes sense to call it a simulation, but they're trapped in some sort of world that's controlled by the weird machine that you see the dad using in episode 6, or at least that's what I gather, because it's intentionally vague to drive you insane. But yeah, definitely more so than any other episode. This one really ends in a way where it's you feel like you need context very much, or you need to come up with that context. But I think if you look at it simply, it's just there's just a clear-cut little they can't escape. Because even at the beginning, they recognize, at least the red guy mostly, they all recognize it, but the red guy's the only one who cares. And this episode is definitely where we get the most personality out of him. But I really think we've been getting a good amount of personality out of every character. The episode before this was about the yellow guy. Everybody has had a moment to shine, but this is our first time of them wanting to break the pattern of the show. And if you look at it beyond the web show existing, it's really interesting that this, we don't know how much longer they intend this TV franchise to go on, but it's interesting that they would take this approach on episode 5 of this, they recognize the routine and they want to escape. Also, can we talk about the time guy? What? I just couldn't even process what was happening at this moment, but this might be the funniest thing in the show. I mean, we were robbed. We were robbed of an episode with this guy.
Hey guys, drink this space alcohol and come with me to the 6th dimension.
They're not here.
Oh, what?
I love that guy. We were robbed. We were robbed of content right there. Season 2, bring back the Time Child. That's what his name was, right? Drink this space alcohol and come with me to the 5th dimension. That's amazing. I love the train character. He's really freaky. Him drinking the sludge for his vague condition that's never explained is really funny, and it evolves into something off-putting. This moment of it's a little further down, the way that this dream ends, that even just it builds up so well, because he opens it, you're what the hell's gonna be inside this, and don't hug me, I'm scared it's gonna be just a plain ass intestine or something. But no, he opens it and it's a bird, and you're okay, it's just a bird. And then the narrator sounds so aggravated, and she's oh, it's just a rat or some other useless animal. And then it flies away, and then she starts screaming, and it gets hit by a car, and then it transitions to a real life dead prop bird. It's so freaky, it's so good. It's very interesting for this one to end on this freaky, hopeless note, because even the episode with the family, which was almost the whole episode was really freaky, that episode still ended with a joke. This episode just ends in such a confusing, ominous way. It's very, very intriguing, and the animation of this part too is really nice. I love the way this very circular eyes the characters have. Something about that is very charming to me. But yeah, I don't think I have too much to really say about this one. It's pretty straightforward while simultaneously not being straightforward at all. But it's a great time. The yellow guy's raisins in his seat just being cigarettes that were still burning, and then they just shove them into the car's mouth. It's disgusting. It's amazing. And I'm sure there's a dozen hilarious, weird, fake movies at the end part there, when he's looking at the screen. I need to press hard to assert myself, or whatever he says there. He's such a great character. The direction they took with his character here is so great. Because I feel like the personality he has, where he's like so kind of egotistical and aggressive, the bird guy, I mean, if that wasn't clear, I feel like that personality really wasn't present at all in the other series, in the web show. But it's just the way his voice sounds, you could easily infer that is the personality they would give him. And I really, really like it. Like some of the funniest stuff has come from him, just being so rude about everything. And then like especially here too, I started to feel really bad for the red guy. Like his very like panicked delivery was pretty like genuine. It was really, really interesting to hear that. Like I'm starting to actually sympathize and like try to figure out what's happening here. And the yellow guy's really cute too. Like you can't not love him. You can't not love all of them. Like they're a great cast. They did a really great job turning them into like defined personalities to carry a TV show. And now sadly, our next episode's the last one. That hurts, but I'm like really behind. Day one that the show came out, everybody watched all 6 episodes already. It's been what, like 2 weeks now or something that I'm still not caught up. So I gotta see it. I gotta see what happens. We'll find out, but I'm sure it'll leave me wanting a lot more and probably will be very insane. So thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for more videos.